It's that time again. It's that time to connect further with people. And what better time to do it than the holidays when everybody at least seems to be a little bit more cheerful and they want to congregate and get together. So I love using this time to connect further with people and meet them in person. And for me, the one that I go to most of the time is coffee. And I've been doing this a lot with my team. I've been doing this with my past clients, just with people that I really want to connect with again, my core sphere. And I've got an outline for you. In fact, we talked about this tease. It must have been really early in the year. I think it must have been like February. I don't know what episode it was, but I want to bring this up and go further into this because I think meeting with people is really that next level to keep you right in front of them. It's the whole thing about frequency. Remember 3 days we talked about frequency? Seth Godin saying, hey, the key to creating trust over a long period of time is showing up continually over and over and over, being the same person, connecting with them in different ways. Well, this is one of them. This is in person. And it's easy. I want you to make a list of your top, hopefully you already have it, but if you don't, I want you to make a list of your top 30, top 40, top 50, top 10, maybe even, or even top 5. It doesn't matter. And I want you to invite them to coffee. If you want to just do it once a week, amazing. If you want to do it twice a week, great. This is what I do. I choose, right now it's Mondays, and I'm doing it Mondays from 4 to 7. And I picked Mondays because my daughter goes to mock trial and I'm the one that has to drop her off. And then Barnes and Nobles is literally next to her school. So I go over there, I set up all my coffee meetings from 4 to 7, and then I'm done. So I usually can get done about 3, sometimes 4, if I'm lucky. I don't want to rush anyone. The idea is I want you to outline this and say, what days am I going to go to this coffee shop specifically or that coffee shop? And what do I expect from this? The expectation is just to build stronger relationships and connect with people. You don't want anything out of this. That's it. Don't expect to get any referrals, business, anything like that. This is just for connecting. Will you get that? Of course you will. It's just natural. But the whole process is just connecting with people. So here now you're going to outline who am I going to reach out to, these top 5. Let's say you love doing this every 2 days. So that would be 3 times a week. You're like, okay, let's go. Start with Joe. Hey, Joe, I usually text people, by the way. These are people that are close to me. I'm not going to pick up the phone and say, hey, you want a coffee date? No, it's more like texting. Hey, Joe, it's Tristan. Listen, do you have time for coffee? Just want to catch up. Easy. Boom. Done. Be like, yeah, where? And they'll be like, no, I can't this week. If they say I can't, your biggest opportunity is no problem, Joe. Let me bring coffee to you at least sometime this week. When are you going to be? Home, in the office, or wherever you want. And then you'll be, oh, well, Tristan, you don't have to do that. I'm like, yeah, listen, I'm going to be in your area anyway on Wednesday. Let me stop by. Let me drop off coffee. And so on your way there, you drop off coffee and you're like, hey, Joe, left it in the front. I brought one for and if there's a business partner there, right, leave it off for them. And I brought you some cookies. Unless they don't like cookies, then you can go to that deal. But who doesn't like cookies? I like cookies. I guess you can leave something healthy. Maybe don't leave cookies. You don't know. Probably just coffee or tea, right, if they're drinkers. Now, going back to the ones that you do set the appointment with. Well, when you're setting up the appointment, saying, yeah, what Friday? Let's meet Friday at noon. Excellent. I'm saying, awesome. Let's meet at Ragamuffin or let's meet at Barnes & Nobles at the coffee shop. Great. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get there early. You're going to remind them, first of all, right, the day before. And then when you get there early, right, you're going to be like, hey, Joe, I'm here early. There was no traffic. Listen, I'm going to take a picture. Took a picture of the menu. I'm getting the Mexican mocha. I circle it. What do you want? I'll be like, oh, yeah, just get me this. And the reason I get there early is because I don't want to go back and forth with people where they're like, Tristan, no, it's okay. I'll pay. No, I'll pay. No, that makes me feel so uncomfortable. And if I ever get there, I'm like, if they want to pay, great. I'll just let them pay. And I don't want to get there, so I get there early, right? Now I'm sitting down, waiting for them. They get there. Awesome. Then we say, hey, how you doing? Catch up really quick on just the little chit chats. And then I say, so tell me, how's your family? How's work? Right? The whole idea behind this conversation is you're making sure that you're allowing them to be heard. People want to be heard. People want to talk and feel like they're significant and like they matter to you. So nowhere in this whole conversation of 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes, nowhere in this conversation are you going to dump on them everything that's going on in your life, all the problems you have, how hard the real estate market is. None of that. It's all about them. It's all about hearing them out and listening, right? So now you're listening to them and they're telling you things, and then they'll ask you and they'll say, so how's the real estate market, or how's your family? I don't want you not to respond to it. Of course you're going to respond to it. Give it like a minute or 2 minutes, right? Say, well, Joe, family's good. Janice is doing great now, and she's doing much better with her health. And then my kids can you believe Aaliyah's like 18? This is crazy, right? And Anson's 13. He's growing up. He's almost as tall as me, right? Get through that and say, how's your family? And then revert it back to them. Say, but how's your daughter doing in school? Or how's business, right? How's working at wherever they're working? And then they're going to bring up at some point, well, how's real estate? Tristan, I'm hearing on the news all these crazy changes. I'm like, yeah, isn't it nuts? It is kind of crazy over here, let me tell you. And then tell them about your market really quick, right? Don't leave it completely out. It's a conversation, but you're not dominating the conversation. You're answering their questions with short, valuable information, and you're going right back to them. And after you tell them, yeah, the market's kind of, it's kind of tough, crazy that it's still going in. I'm in Southern California, by the way, everyone. The market is, for the most part, still going up in Los Angeles and in Orange County. So I would say, can you believe that properties are still going up with rates being close to 7%? Unbelievable. But yeah, it's a nutty world, man. If I'm going to buy, I might as well. And then I would tell them whatever I want to tell them at that point. And then I shift it right back. And I said, but you know what? We'll see what happens in the next few months or next year, man. And then I shifted to them, but have you? And then I ask them whatever I want to ask them. I usually talk about movies or books or whoever I'm talking to. I know their interests, right? And I revert back to those. So how's pickleball, right? Or yeah, dude, you were telling me you watched the Wicked. How was Wicked, right? I shift over to that, the movie. Whatever it is. The point is you get back to them fast and you listen. And then when you're done, 30, 40, 50 minutes, you're going back to your car. You're going to text them in the car. You're going to say, hey, Joe, it was great meeting up, man. I loved catching up. Thank you so much. You made time fly. I just appreciate you coming down, right? And then you bring up something about the conversation. You make them feel great. And then when you get to your office, you're going to do another thing, which is you're going to write a little note. You're going to say, hey, Joe, thanks for meeting. It was awesome. And good luck with your daughter going to school. I hope she continues to do amazing. And then if you want to add anything else for help, maybe you do have some help. Maybe you can throw in something there as well to help them out, whatever that looks like. The point is you texted them, you sent them a letter, and then you're going to keep putting them into whatever you've got over here, which is the smart plans, the emails, the invites to the events, to the community events. They're going to keep seeing you. It's all about frequency, but it's also about quality. And this one is quality. This is how you stand out long term. Have an awesome day today.